Hello and welcome to another episode of Truly Bedrock with me, Mr. Beardstone. And first things first, sorry, I kind of took an unexpected week off from recording and things, so this episode is probably coming out about 2 weeks after the previous episode, so I can only apologise about that, but sometimes you just need to have a few days down. Essentially, my back started playing up and I couldn't sit at the PC for long enough. I didn't leave you contentless during this time though, why are my clouds on? Okay, let me fix that. There we go, that's better. We don't want to be seeing those clouds blocking our lovely view. But yes, during that time, I didn't leave you contentless. During these short spurts of time that I could sit down at the PC, I've been making a few RTX shorts. What this means is I've been selecting random buildings and structures and just things we built on the TB server. The first one we did was the mill, and I've just done sort of, less than 1 minute portrait style videos, which is kind of a new format that YouTube's been doing for shorts, just to try them out. And yeah, it seems to be a nice way to showcase just a few little bits of RTX without doing sort of, a whole episode on it, because I mean, it looks nice, but I really hate playing in RTX, it's just not for me. So last episode, we tore down Mr. Onion's house, which was another reason it felt like a good time to take a couple of weeks off. And then we also made an expansion to our miniblock shop, which at this stage is still 100% empty. So today, we're probably going to focus on that for a little bit. And I was going to do some work up here, but something feels off. I'm not too sure what it is, but something doesn't feel quite right. I kind of feel like I'm being watched, which is a little bit concerning. So I think what we're probably going to do is grab lots of stuff and things. We're going to head over to the shopping district, and we're going to go back to our mini block shop and actually start putting in the sort of installations for the different styles of mini blocks. And I think that'll be a good place to just hide out for a little while, because something doesn't feel quite right here. And something else that has happened over the last 10 days is that the server has been updated, which means we're now on the latest version, and, well, it means that when I'm making those little RTX shorts, I can actually do it in the real world. It also means I can do this. Boom. Look at that. I can press a button and everything changes and goes glowy and fantastic. And like I said, this does look very, very cool. I love how things look in it. And I really do like exploring in it as well, just seeing all the different lighting, because things just look very, very different in RTX to what they do when they're in vanilla. I mean, just look at that. Compared to that, it's a very different thing that you're looking at. And it looks pretty, it looks lovely, but I can't play in it. So, although you might see the occasional RTX thing from me, it's most likely going to be pretty much just, I don't know, every now and then if I fancy looking at something in RTX. But enough waffling on, we've been off the server for 10 days, so I think it's time that we, just go check our profits in all of our shops, because we really need to, do some restocking. I was meant to restock beards a little bit before we even sort of disappeared accidentally, but, I didn't get around to that. So we definitely need to stock beards, we need to check our pickle shops, and we need to basically check our end shop, and what else is there? The slime shop, and even our ocean shop. So yeah, we're going to run around, see if we've made any profits, and then hopefully we'll be able to get to work on the mini block shop. So first up, hazmat shop. See, look, nobody seems to care about their personal safety. Nobody's buying hazmats. And then we've got our pickle shop, of course. No. I mean, why would you buy pickles here? They're more expensive here than they are elsewhere. More pickle shops? I don't remember building more pickle shops. Not even joking, another pickle store. Pickle store number 6. Oh, pickle store number 6 is definitely mine then. I mean, I know that I was in a bit of pain with my back and stuff, but okay. Apparently, I built a couple more pickle shops, that's awesome. Ooh, and they're making profit as well. How much have we got? 4... Look at that, and there's another 3, 7 already. Nice. I mean, yeah, they're obviously mine. They're exactly the same. That's very cool. Like I say, oh, look at this. Why are they buying them from this side and not the other side, though? That's very weird. Very weird indeed. But, look at that, kicking off the day with 16 diamonds profit from our 2 new pickle shops. Fantastic. Right, where else do we need to go? We had a good start over at the mall, but sadly we sold nothing in our slime shop, nothing in our ocean shop, nothing in beards, and only a couple of diamonds from the mini block shop. However, we have sold so many shulkers. This is ridiculous. Look, it's a stack and 17 there, and even more over here. That's, quick maths, 99 diamonds. 99 diamonds on shulkers, that is amazing. Although, that does mean we definitely need to do a little bit of restocking. We've sold over half of them now. In fact, we've actually sold a lot more than that because I do keep restocking it. But we can't leave a stock half empty, so we're definitely going to have to refill that very, very soon. Looks like we've also sold some more chorus fruit, which is absolutely lovely. So we're definitely going to have to do a little bit more end raiding as well to get that shop stocked up. And yeah, the jewellery shop's not sold anything either. In fact, apart from the one sale to Silent, that shop's done really badly. Which isn't really surprising, really. I mean, nobody really needs that stuff, but that's not the point. It'd be nice to make some sales there. So speaking of restocking the end store, this is looking very empty. All of the good things that people want seem to have sold out, and nobody's interested in string, sugarcane, and gunpowder. So I think the first thing we're going to do today is actually just do a little bit of restocking. So I'm going to run around, I'm going to probably grab a writable book and write down everything that we need to refill this shop. I think sand and gravel is something that seems to sell quite well. I know Tiz makes a lot of concrete, I know Zloy's been making concrete, and of course Dadcraft is also making concrete, but he's also selling sand and gravel, so I fully don't expect him to buy any. But I think that's a good thing to keep in stock here, as well as the iron, and even stone seems to be being bought. So with that in mind, we're going to head back to the base, we're going to grab some things to restock this shop, and we're probably going to grab some things so that we can make a start on the builds down here as well. So I'm going to quickly remind myself where we got to and what it is we need to do. So yes, down here we have split it into all the different sections, and I think it makes the most sense to actually start with this section over here, because this is probably the biggest area. This is what's probably going to have the most barrels in it that we need to fit into the design, and there's going to be quite a lot of varying resources going into it as well. So this is essentially all the sort of overworld blocks, essentially. So you've got, you know, your stones, and then you've got your shiny things, you've got your dirt, your sand, your gravel, and all that. And there's also going to be wood. Then we're probably going to have things like the bees and all that, maybe in the corridor here. So yeah, we're going to have lots and lots of things going into this area. And to be honest, the space really isn't all that big. So it could be a bit of a tight fit, but I reckon we can do it. First things first though, I guess it's time for a restocking and end raiding montage. Because, well, we need to go end raiding to get some of the restock, because we can't even really fill up shulkers for beards without getting more shulkers first. So, montage. Wait, hold the montage. I didn't check my bookshop, and we've sold another 5 things in there, which is marvellous, because more diamonds are good. Right, let's try that again. Roll the montage. assure you that took a lot longer than it looked like it took, but the good thing is this is all stocked now. We've also managed to stock the end shop. We went and did some end raiding, got more shulkers, we've put more tridents up in the ocean shop, and I think with that we're pretty much restocked and ready to crack on with the build. So, well, I should probably go grab some resources, I suppose. The first thing we're going to build down there will be the sort of grass, tree, dirt, overworldy type area, and all the cave bits and stones and so on. So I'm going to head to the base. We're going to pick up loads of resources and things. If I can take off, why can't I take off? There we go, I took off. So yeah, we're going to go grab some resources. We're going to come back here and just start planning things out, because I don't know exactly how many barrels we're going to need to put in each area to actually store the mini blocks in. So we're going to have to design these in such a way that we can adjust them as we need to and as we have stock of different things. So let's jump in the portal, get some stuff, and I'll see you back here in just a moment. Well, that was convenient. I didn't realise my health was anywhere near that low. Was my health low? No, it wasn't. I think I've just been robbed. Well, I'm still a little bit gutted about the fact that we were robbed. We were clearly robbed. I have just edited that, and we were robbed. We were definitely robbed. But enough about that. And more about this. I think I'm basically just going to grab some resources. I've got these 2 boxes of stuff and things here, which should help me turn this inside bit into an outside bit. I'm not too set on the layout at the moment. I'm just going to play around with a few things, and I guess I'll meet you back here once I've got something to show. A short while later, and we've started making some good progress. So what I've done is, well, pretty much what I said I was going to do. I've got all the dirts and things over here, as well as the outdoory type bits and things, and there's everything. And over here, I've got all the ores, I've got my shinies in here as well. I do want to put a light down there and put then a lantern on top and so on, like we have over here, just to provide a bit more lighting in this area. And then we've got all the wood and the leaves and so on. However, I am actually missing a couple. So yeah, I need to get me some birch planks and not sure what leaves. Need some leaves as well. So I'll need to make sure I get them at some point. And we've got a few extra barrels for stuff and things as we require them as well. The last thing I do want to put in here though is the bee related stuff. So I believe I bought some honey blocks. There we go. So I'm going to put a little bit of honey around this area just to sort of make it obvious that this is where the bee stuff's going to be. It's really hard to talk when you're talking about bees without just constantly thinking about the word bee. I'm just going to place some honey. See you in a sec. There we go, and then we'll place the blocks on top of the barrels. So we'll have beehives at the back, bee nests at the front here, and then we've got the honeycomb, and I think that's everything, as well as the honey blocks there, of course. So we'll get those straightened up. And I think that's, for now at least, this section finished. I'm not too sure about the white wall. I'm not sure if I should change it out for black or something else, but at least by leaving it white, it does tie in with the rest of the store, and that's probably a good thing. So I think for now we're going to leave it and turn our attention over to here. So what have we got next? Concrete. Okay, so this one should be quite simple. I'm literally just going to put a pile of coloured concrete and then a pile of barrels with all of the concrete bits kind of mixed in together. And I think that should work quite well and have a big colourful area. And then we've got all the work block items. So these ones are going to be a bit trickier. So, yeah, not too sure. I might come back to them ones at the end. For now, though, I think the next one we're going to do is the concrete, and then we're going to do all the redstone stuff over here as well. And I think together they should tie in quite nicely. They're going to be a lot cleaner than what we've got going on over there. Yeah, I think it should work. It'll be fine. And then, obviously, we'll move on to the aquarium at the end. So I need to go grab some more blocks because I don't have the right blocks for this. So there I was, quite happily, sorting out the room, you know, putting in all the bits of concrete and so on, like I said I would. And then a thing happened, and that was, well, it was time for stream. So I went off and I did my stream, and while I was on stream, I came across something. Something I wasn't expecting. Something new. And this new thing that I discovered meant that everything I had done downstairs in regards to this concrete area was pretty much not going to work anymore. What I discovered was a wandering trader with these. And these. These didn't exist before the update. They weren't a thing. And not only that, they also had coloured wool, as well as all the coloured glass panes. And suddenly I now have to fit another 32, yes, 32 mini blocks into the shop, which I hadn't planned for. As a result, it has taken me quite a while, but I I think I've managed to squeeze them in a way that kind of works. So I'm going to take you on a bit of a tour of downstairs, because downstairs is pretty much finished now. As you can see, we've still got all of upstairs to do, and I do actually need to move the blocks themselves downstairs, but the rooms themselves are basically done. So this bit here will be all opened up once I've actually moved the blocks and got everything in the right place, but as you come down the stairs, first off, you've just got these blocks that we don't really have much place for. I am going to put a few of the actual sort of full-size ones of these stone brick blocks at the back here, and maybe a few bone blocks, I don't really know, but either way, I'm going to try and tie this bit in a little bit more, but in general, look at the rest of this. I think it's come out really well. So the first area we come to is the workshop. This has got all of the villager workstations and sort of storage chests, and we've also got the redstone bits over the back there. I've been toying with the idea of putting a minecart or some other kind of redstone things just at the top here, but I haven't really sort of settled on anything yet. I don't want it to look too cramped and take away from where the actual blocks are, but overall, really pleased with how that's come out. On the other side here, we have the aquarium as promised, and this has got all of our ocean blocks, including the kelp. I decided to put that one here as well, and I will get some fish in there, but yeah, the reef's quite far away, and I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time to get this video done, so I didn't want to go and grab some just yet, but we've still got to do upstairs before the end of the video anyway, so hopefully we'll have some in by the end of the episode. Next to that, we have the ice blocks, of which there's only a couple, but this was the area that was going to cause me some problems, because initially I was just going to have the concrete on this side, and that was going to be it, but now that there's also coloured glass and coloured wool, it makes sense to do them more like this. So we've got the concrete at the bottom, then we've got the wool, and then we've got the glass above. So, as you can see, I've only actually found a few. I've only run into a couple of traders and only found a few of these new trades, but it is at least enough to give you an idea, and luckily we have found the lime green wool and glass, so you can see how all of these sections are going to look as and when we actually find the rest of the blocks we're missing from the top barrels there. This then, of course, leads on to the bit you saw earlier, which I have made a few adjustments to. I've just added a bit more lighting and a few little details here and there to tie it in a bit better. But I think combined, this whole downstairs area is looking much, much better. And yeah, it's a lot less cramped than it was upstairs. So I do still need to stock these barrels, and I do also need to straighten up all the blocks on top. I've misplaced my red dye. I don't know where it is, but there's plenty more upstairs, so that's not really a big issue. And of course, I need to sort out the nether stuff that's going up here. So that's essentially this section here, all of this stuff, plus a few of these shinies over here, and some nether bricks and so on. All of that is going to be going up here, and we're going to turn this into a sort of dark and moody, nethery type place. We're going to have a little bit for the end stone and the portal blocks as well, the obsidian there. So I think the first thing I should probably do is actually move all this stuff downstairs, because once I've done that, I can clear out this entire area, and then we've got a lot more space to work with. That also means that I should probably temporarily close my store, because, well, I don't want people walking in and buying a whole stack of mini blocks because I haven't sorted them out properly yet. So, yeah, we should definitely get on that. And I'll see you back here. Hopefully, we'll have this place looking a little bit more nethery, a little bit more moody, and then, I guess, we'll almost be ready to reopen. It's a good few hours later, but ready to open we are. See? I told you we'd be ready in time. It's fine. There's a creeper over there. I think has he seen me? I'm not taking any chances. So now, as we go into the store, we've had a complete transformation of what we had before. And all the mini blocks are kind of sorted out roughly by the sort of the things that they represent, I suppose. So we've got a mini soul sand valley with the soul sand, soul speed, oh no, soul, what is it, soul soil? That's the one. Soul sand, soul soil, and of course the bones. Then here we have just the general sort of nether things, which are, well, that's basically it, it's just them two. And then we've got the fortress bits with this little fortress bridge here. Then we've got some blackstone bits with a really, really bad bastion. And then over here we've just got the netherite stuff, we've got the crimson bits and bobs, and of course the warp stuff as well. So I think overall this has come together really well. Oh, and the basalt, don't forget the basalt. And I'm very pleased with how this area looks. I think it's much more appealing, much more fun to run around. You've got things you need to dodge, there's lava pools, and there's also this bit which makes you go fast. It's very disorientating, but I'm keeping it because I like it. We've also got all the end bits over here, so we've got the obsidian, the crying obsidian, and then we have the sort of end city bits and some shulkers up here, even though we've also got some downstairs, and of course the end stones. And in regards to the dyes, the free dyes are still here, they've just moved, and of course an ender chest because, well, every shop needs an ender chest. And let's not forget downstairs as well. We'll take another look down here. I still haven't managed to get any bricks to go on the back here yet. I do need to go back to my base to get those. And I'm probably going to change this bit up and put something else there. I'm just not entirely sure what yet. And, oh, BJ's joined. Best say hello. Down here we are also still missing our fish because I have not had time to go to the coral reef because, well, that's pretty much by my base as well. So, yeah, we're going to need to go do some tactical fishing and get our aquarium filled up, as well as grabbing some bricks. But I think, other than that, we're pretty much done. I did decide against the redstone up there because, well, there's enough entities in this place. I don't think we need anything that's going to create any more lag. And yeah, I think we're done. I'm gonna remove that torch. That doesn't need to be there, and that one shouldn't need to be there either. Is that going to be too dark up there now? There we go. I've just added a lamp and a bit of underfloor lighting. Hopefully that will help. And I feel like this might need a bit more light here as well. So we're going to do the same. We'll just ignore those zombie groans and hunt them down another day. Because for now, I'm afraid that is all we've got time for this episode. But we have made a lot of progress here. I've been meaning to do this for a good couple of weeks now. And it's been so great to actually get back on the server, get stuck in, and get the mini block shop looking a lot better. And we've still got some empty barrels as well, ready for a bit of overflow. And those birch planks. I've never found birch planks. Do they even exist? I don't even know. If you have made it this far into the video, I just want to say a huge thank you, and I hope you have enjoyed the episode. And I'm hoping that there's not just going to be a random influx of more new mini blocks, because I don't have any more space up here. I don't have the space. Well, that's all from me for today, and I will see you on the next episode of Truly Bedrock. Ow! Every time. Bye-bye now.